Hello, and welcome back to Halcyon 6. I know it's been a week since I've done an episode. I was just trying to figure out how to go about it. Well, I don't think there's any real way to go about it than just play through it. It's more or less trying to figure out how to do it, but more dealing with having the energy. Anyways, welcome back. We do have the Drago Claw. He did request a ship, and when I can, basically when I get the officer, which means when I finish exploring this place right here, we're gonna explore this with our tactical officer with Space Monkey, and Tiber can explore the room right here. Alright, awesome. Yeah, I don't have much to say. It's just lack of energy due to work mainly. Commander, we've cleared out that section. I can't speak. Alright. So we've cleared out those locations, but the issue is now we need materials, so we're probably going to go around and blow stuff up and kill some Chol. Let's see. Our our asteroid belt is generating material, but I want to explore this asteroid belt. And we have aliens incoming. Commander, we've detected a Yabling fleet in the sector. They're requesting an audience.
Woo, nice station. The Federation bigwigs never let us get this close to it before. But I suppose we'll be spending a lot more time here, now that, you are our primary contact with the Federation.
What? Really? What do you mean?
Well, following what looks to be a devastating apocalyptic event within the Federation environs, which surely you've noticed, you are, according to our research, now the ranking Federation officer.
What?
Congratulations!
I may have to turn the volume down on that.
I'm sure you've done something to earn it.
Yeah, like not dying.
Now I'm sure you've got some important Federationing to do. But we thought we'd come and say hi.
How polite of you.
Anything for our Federation friends. I know we've had our differences, but now that your galactic presence has been reduced, I think we can start having a more even-handed relationship. Speaking of, let's get down to business. Great job finding and securing this precursor alien station in the middle of this gas cloud. Our records suggest we did many sweeps of this area at least 100 yobs before you did. But we didn't find anything like this. Still, intergalactic regulation says, finders keepers, more or less. But let's stop tiptoeing around this. How much do you want for the station?
What?
Come on, name your price. Dark matter, materials, rare space fauna.
The starbase is definitely not for sale.
Well, I don't think you're making a prudent choice here. Ancient superstructures never hold their value. You're looking at the perfect time to sell, my friend.
No thanks.
Okay, well, we tried. I hope this whole resisting the oncoming extinction event thing works out for you.
Thanks, Yablings. Let's get on with it. Commander Space Monkey 9288's fleet made contact with a material mine in Ceramus. Continue production. Yep. That's pretty much what we're going to do. I'm going to go around to the close by. Okay, we're going to go back home, I guess. I think one of the first things we're going to build when we have the funds is a material multiplier. Let's see if we have enough funds to get a material multiplier. Yes, we do. We're going to construct that room. And let's see, we can get more dark matter here, but we need fuel, so we're going to send the fleet to get fuel. Transfer 24 fuel. Leave the system. And we have more crew ready to pick up. So we're going to send out the new Terran Defense Force. And we need to go to defend this. Alright. We'll return you guys home. Excellent. Ah, crap, we have pirates.
There's no comparison. Coot is definitely the strongest candidate to replace the Admirax.
And that sounds nothing like a pirate.
Yar!
That sounds nothing like a pirate either. Let me get this straight. You trust that mutant Slar to continue the Admirax's legacy? So what if he's a little unstable? You weren't at Scorpius. You didn't see the maneuver he... If we're talking piloting skills, why not Wea then? To me, it sounds like someone's a little biased against the Zlar. Listen, say what you will about the Yablings, you can't have a doubt that profit motive, right? Hey, I hear you. Anyone except Savak, right? That collective thing gives me the creeps. And I've changed his voice like 3 times now. You said it. Well, our fleet's already on the way. And we're going to send the fleet. Launch the new Terran Defense Force. Oh, it's 2 basics. We should be fine. Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat. Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a. Yes, Tiber, I think you could have dodged that. But we're going to shoot a missile up that guy's butt and then pound him with flak. That sounded so bad. We're going to do the same thing with this guy. Excellent. See, that was easy. Battle 1. Yay, 46 materials. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And then we will... Oh, Space Monk. Not Space Monkey. Tiber leveled up. And Tiber, we're going to give you... Repair Drone Overdrive. Okay, so we got that. You guys return to the station, and we're going to check our notifications. Tiber's been promoted. Distress signal at this star system, I believe. Yep. So, Space Monkey was promoted. Survivors detected at Beta Pavonis, which we already took care of. Mission-wise, we have to expand the fleet, hunt down the pirates, and save these guys. Which I think we can do that easily, so we're going to send the fleet. We have insufficient resources. We probably need more fuel. Yep, we need 5 more fuel. I think I need to get a fuel plant going. What research do we need for a fuel plant? More materials. Alright. Alright, now we have enough to go save them. Apparently not. Wait till we have 25? Okay, now can I go save them? Yes, I can. Send the fleet. Now, is that fuel for a round trip or what? Probably not. Alright, start combat. And I just saw we had some more Chul heading out there. Alrighty. Missile that guy. Fill him with flak. Okay, we're going to disable that guy. Did it work? Yes, it did. Then we're going to deconstruct you. Oh wait, those were shock mines. We're just going to flak you. Hit you with the dot. Repair drones. Hit you with a missile, because the dot didn't stick apparently. More flak. Harass. Okay, we're going to try and dot you again. There we go. Alright, we're gonna have to wait. Hopefully you don't die anytime soon, Space. And backstab maneuver. Excellent. We have nothing but Space Monkey. Apply the flat cannons. Heal Tiber. Tiber, heal Space. I can't even speak anymore. Fire a crippling shot. Take down its engines. Well, good thing I repaired Tiber. Let's blow this thing out of the sky. Excellent. Alrighty. Commander, Space Monkey 928's fleet made contact with the dark matter extractor. I'd say we officially abandoned all hope around last Tuesday that you'd never see a Federation fleet again. That we'd never see a Federation fleet again. So imagine my surprise when I caught your signal this morning. We have a fully functional dark matter extractor, blah blah blah. We don't mind being extracted to your station, yeah, but I want dark matter. And taking into account we'll stay here and keep extracting till you say the word. So we're gonna leave the system, since you guys have no dark matter. And we're going to return these guys home, because Space Monkey needs repairs. And you're gonna go there, aren't you? Of course you are. Alrighty. We're going to send the fleet to get our fuel. We'll transfer the fuel over. And then we will send the fleet here. Okay, it's 18 fuel if I send them from there. What if I send them from, here? 8 fuel. Okay. So redirecting is a lot more expensive. Yeah, that's going to be a pain. I'm going to want to eliminate these guys as quickly as possible. But I want to disable this guy. Does this get rid of, Alright, we're going to shock drone you. Excellent. And then we're going to deconstruct you. Alright. We need to be awesome. Alright, awesome. Great. And you need to get healed. Ow. Don't die on me, Tiber. I have plenty of more missiles. I said don't die on me, Tiber. Alright. That wore off, so I'm gonna backstab you again, which you resisted, damn it. Shock drones? Okay, there we go. Deconstruct you. And then we're going to fill you with missiles. You're going to repair yourself, Tyler. More dots. Less dots. More dots. There you go. Finally, evade that stuff. More missiles. And thank you for wasting your time using brood pods. You're now dead. Ah, crap, you're not dead. Not that. Pew pew. I prefer missiles because of that engine disable slows them down and prevents them from attacking as often in the attack order. And also, I can exploit it for massive damage. Hey, Space has been promoted. Alright, Space. That's a tough one. We're gonna give you weapon supercharge. And then you guys are returning home. Ah, crap. We have a situation in the material multiplier. It's Cadet O'Brien, sir. He was in the multiplier while we were doing maintenance on the quantum particle discriminator when the system suddenly came back online and loaded him for multiplication. As you know, the material multiplier loads all materials in the phonetic nanoarray before it can multiply, and while we didn't think it could load living matter, well, apparently it can. That's the interesting part. The way we see it, we have 3 options. We could just leave him in the system and there would be no risk of any explosion. However, we also believe that we should be able to safely unload him with only a small chance of something going wrong. This could actually be very exciting. We'd try to multiply O'Brien. I mean, we actually have no idea what the odds are of success, but we'd love to try. Yeah, let's multiply him. Sorry, O'Brien, I don't give a shit about you. Alrighty. I have no other distress signals to take care of, so I'm going to repair the fleet, which is why I want dark matter, and send it up to get more crew members. And we have pirates. Commander, you won't believe it. We did it. We successfully multiplied Cadet O'Brien. We got O'Brien's Conservation Society. 50 times! We now have 50 Cadet O'Briens walking around engineering, and they're all normal as far as we can tell. Acknowledged. Plus 50 crew. Oh, yes, we believe so. Other than about being a little freaked out, they seem a little normal. However, the multiplier is overloaded, and it'll take a few days to bring back online. I'm fine with that. Alright, get the crew. Leave the system. Emergency return home. I just lost 3 crew. And another 3 crew. And we have a bunch of small-time pirates. Let us destroy them. As they pew 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 everywhere. So we're being attacked by Cyborg, Zim, and Marceline. Superchargers and extra weapons for an extra 150 damage. Yeah, let's just apply missiles. And flat cannons. Missiles and flat cannons. Sounds like a good plan to me. Pew pew. Ah, you're not dead. You disappoint me. We're going to deconstruct you. And then apply a missile, which criticaled your face. Excellent. And only 17 minutes into the episode. Gained programmer. All those years playing games paid off. Space combat aim +5. That seems appropriate for Space Monkey. And Tiber got a promotion. Alright, Tiber, we're going to give you... that makes you very tanky. We're going to give you broadside salvo for now. Oh yeah, we should read off your bios. That'd be fun. As a teen, this should be reading Tiber. As a teen, Tiber attempted to skirt the ban on creating self-aware AI by crafting a series of canine dog droids using the consciousness of newborn puppies. While assuming that the famous AI law of eventually AIs always turn on their maker species in every case, no exceptions would apply to puppy consciousness, that assumption turned out perilously wrong. Still, the engineering corps recognized the quality of her work and recruited her soon after. Good job, Tiber. Alrighty. And we should read Space's bio. Space Monkey was born aboard the TFS Tamerlane in the middle of a warp jump, leading him to gaining the dreaded epithet Warp Baby, which followed him from kindergarten through to academy prep. His deep-seated resentment to that fact has led him to cultivate an almost impossibly optimistic disposition, while his inner thoughts are left only to himself and the counselor aboard the ship under his command. Okay, I can't speak, but yeah. That's our current officers. I believe do we have enough for the Officer Academy? Yes, we do. We're going to construct the Officer Academy. I believe once we get that, we can get Drago. Reputation gained, Crewman Crichton. And Crewman Trace. Okay, Tiber got a crewman with +2 evasion. Space Monkey got a crewman with +4% hull. Tiber got promoted. Space got promoted. This distress signal, which we already took care of. Reputation. +2% hull on Tiber's ship. And let me guess. +1%, +1% speed on Space Monkey's ship. Alrighty. And we have aliens. Sir, a Coruscant delegate has arrived. I'll put them through now. Trying to think of a voice for these guys.
Human friends, greeting from Honor and the Coruscant Consensus. Many commiserations to you and your people, Commander.
We came as soon as we sensed the tremendous outgrowth of psychic torment from Nuterra. By now, I'm sure you too have discovered the terrible tragedy that has befallen your race. The Federation is crippled, and you, my child, must pick up the pieces. But be heartened, human, for Onir will aid you in whichever manner you desire.
Fantastic. Why am I suspicious?
Of course, we can't offer you physical aid per se. We were more imagining counsel advice. An admittedly scaly shoulder to cry on, more in that vein.
What kind of counsel are you offering?
Well, of course, we can't offer you many visions of the future. That would be highly destabilizing, and as you know, would run counter to our sacred task of guiding and brooding the continuum. But there is one piece of premonition we may impart on you, if you will accept it.
Sure, lay it on me.
Do not trust the collective, or the Zla, or the Yapling. They are conspiring against you to seize your station. In fact, don't trust anyone except your friends, the Corazon. That's it. Oh dear, is it that time? I fear I must be off. The collective must be promptly warned of a terrible, terrible mistake it is about to make. I do apologize, but extrasensory knowledge is a heavy, heavy burden. Please do come by Onir sometime. The desert air is deliciously dry this season.
Okay, so we have those guys. And we're gonna unpause. Yay, Officer Academy's online. And new promotion. Let's see them. We are going to name this person the Drago Claw. A highly competent medical scientist, the Drago Claw started as a zoologist on the NTS Darwin, but was distraught when he discovered that he had accidentally xenocided an entire race of miniature marsupials. Inconsolable by his lab mates, he felt it was best to operate entirely on humans from then on, assuming that he wouldn't be able to cause the extinction of the race. So far, he's been right. Awesome. Should I re-roll and see if I get a different Drago? Because I like the bend space-time, and the stasis lock's nice. And then there's the warp atomic strike. What do I have to lose? Roll. Ooh, that's an interesting. Siphon dark matter, solar flare, and space-time. I just wish I could always go back, but that's the point of a reroll. At the Academy, Reggie was the founding member of a transdimensional society as a student that conducted risky portal experiments under the aegis of the institution, which briefly relaxed its policy against dimensional tampering. These regulations were, however, reinstated after most of Monroe's class disappeared mysteriously one day, in an incident neither he nor the Institute has spoken of since. On the plus side, however, he did manage to graduate at the top of a much thinned-out class. Okay, that seems more appropriate for the Drago Claw. Bam. Drago Claw, the science officer. Yay! And I can get another officer. Space, you're training the next officer, while I build a ship for our Drago Claw here. I think we're going to go with an Acolyte. Acolyte does come with heals and all the fun stuff. Alrighty, Drago, what abilities did you get? Let's see. Bend space-time, siphon dark matter, and solar flare. Very handy. Yay! Objective complete. The new Acolyte starship is now ready for active duty. All it needs now is a commanding officer to assign from the ship management console. Oh look, it's the Drago Claw. And his ship is the Pegasus. Which, if any of you watch his STO series, I believe you should know that one. If not, I don't know where it's from then. We're going to repair these other two ships. And we're going to send out the fleet. The new Terran Defense Force. Oh. Space Monkey's training an officer. Silly me. Excellent. Oh boy, this is a hard choice. See, we already have most of this, but we do... Sorry, we only have this. We do not have the suicide run. Wow, why would... Wow, that's interesting. We don't have Into the Fray. Ablative Field. Huh, nice. Haha, ramming speed. Let's reroll that. Reinforce hull. So that's a damage resist. Death from above is a ship disable, and that's the tanking ability. This looks like a clone of Space Monkey with cloaking. Alrighty. Salvage harpoon? That sounds cool. Let's go with ramming speed. Or should we get another tactical ship to defend? Fire at will into the fray and bridge shot. That's a tough choice. Dun dun dun. Yeah, okay, we'll go with Tactical Officer, Ray Ziegler. And for now, well, we need to read his profile. Roy Ziegler grew up in in complete isolation from other humans after an unknown bioorganism wiped out the entire population of the starship that was shuttling him and his family to a new colony on Regis 7. Left with a fully intact and operational ship which had full run up until a Federation command caught wind of the ship's presence in a Horsehead Nebula many years later. Though forced into a remedial placement in the Federation prep school, his years of managing a starship were, to his mind, really sweet. We're going to come up with a name for him. I believe I actually already have another name, I just can't remember it off the top of my head. Lone Survivor. I do not have enough resources to build him a ship right now. Unless I wanted to give him the cheapest thing in the game. Pew pew. Anyways, we're going to call it an episode here. This has been Opirian. I hope to see you guys in deep space.